But one thing, guys, and like I said, I don't want it to sound like an after-school special, but it really is important in your lives. And it's something that if you don't get a hold of now while you're still in high school, that when you end up going to college or you end up moving away and you have more freedom, which is what you will get, then you might be in trouble. And that's peer pressure. Again, it sounds like an after-school special, but really, guys, peer pressure is huge. And a lot of people think that, man, when I get out of high school, how many of you plan on going to college or military or something better than like McDonald's after high school? Probably most of you. And so some people think that when they go, that life goes on normal. And guys, that's not the way it works. I actually was talking to an ex-student on Tuesday that had that kind of mindset, and they made wrong choices in friends that they had and other stuff, and that they right after high school started partying like you wouldn't believe. I remember their MySpace was just covered with pictures, and like just pictures of, in one hand would be a beer and the other hand would be a cigarette. And so I was like, it's heartbreaking because it was one of our students, ex-student of ours. And this went on for a while, and I got to talking to the student on Tuesday, and they're talking to me about how, I'm not doing that stuff anymore. I'm trying to turn my life around. And one of the big things that kept on coming up was friends. That person got plugged in with the wrong group of people. And that's huge. I've had lots of problems that happen at 180, guys. That, a couple junior high girls got in a fight like 3 weeks ago. And it was a bunch of drama that friends were like, oh, that girl's, drama and stuff. And the other friends were doing that. And these girls ended up fighting at church and, got suspended, and police had to get involved and stuff. And I actually went to school the next day to Marshall to help remedy the situation and try to help mediate it. And Officer Parkin was there, and principal, and parents, and it was a small room, and there was like 20 of us in there. And I remember trying to help mediate the situation, and I was talking to these girls, and I'm like, and they kind of explain how it happened, and it always has to do with friends. Like, well, my friend said that she said this. Well, then her friend said that she said that. So they got into confrontation, and we kept on telling them, we're like, look where you are now. Look what's happened now. Because you know what? Your friends aren't the ones sitting in this office talking with the police officer with possible charges, with me and with the principal and all that stuff. They're not in here right now. It's you guys. You were just a show for them. And if those are the friends you're going to continue to choose to have, this is a lifestyle you're going to continue to have. And so we've all done stupid things about peer pressure, guys, and nobody's exempt from that. Who's ever done something stupid by being pressured into it? I'm not the only one. I actually got to thinking about some of the more ridiculous things I've done because of peer pressure. And I remember high school, you guys may remember, nobody in junior high knew this. How many of you guys remember Jinko jeans? Does anybody remember Jinkos? You remember Jinkos, right? Yeah, man, they were ridiculous. If you don't remember Jinkos, the cooler your Jinkos were, the bigger they were. So I have a size 12 shoe, and I had these like Jinko jeans that could cover my size 12 shoe. They were huge. Now it's like skinny jeans, so it's like the opposite. But I had these Jinko jeans, and like the back pocket was like 10 inches deep, and so like if you wanted to like get your wallet out, there's no way to look cool doing it. You had to like reach way down and like pull your wallet out. Like it was ridiculous. And like I was a skater, and so that's like what I wanted to do is be like a cool skater guy. And so you walk with your skateboard because I'm junior high, I don't have a car, and you walk, and the grip tape rubs. It's like sandpaper and just rubs against your jeans. And so I had these giant jeans with giant holes in them that I very wisely chose to cover up with duct tape. So I had like bright red, not just silver duct tape, like red duct tape. So I had bright red duct tape with holes in my jeans, and I thought it was so cool. And I look back, that's right. I look back now, and I'm like, pretty ridiculous. Not proud of my Jinkos. I don't have any anymore. Not that I could fit into them anyways, but they were ridiculous. Another thing that I did because of because it's cool and it's like peer pressure and stuff is for a while, probably when I got to be about my sophomore year in high school, bleach blonde hair was the stuff, man. Like Eminem was popular, and bleach blonde hair was like the stuff. And so I had like these, dark hair, and I have this giant dark eyebrows, and I didn't like to shave, so like dark facial hair, and I have this spiky, like bleach blonde hair, and I thought I was so cool, and actually at my wedding, true story, they show, slideshows of pictures of you, blah, blah, blah in the past, and this picture came up, my school picture with my bleach blonde spiky hair, and literally, I'm not even kidding, at my wedding, I heard everybody go, oh. Like, at my own wedding. And I'm like, how embarrassing is that I got? And then, like, I remember going to camp and, like, you know what's worse than bleach blonde hair? When a group of friends all does it together. So that's even worse. And so we did it one year before camp, and not good, not good. All right, bleach blonde hair, piercings. I had piercings. I got pressured into it because I did. I was a sucker for certain things. I got piercings. I got pressured into a couple of those. And guys, one of the final things I did because of peer pressure, because I was told that's what I was supposed to do by a group of people that I wanted to be like, was I hated people for no reason. I remember skaters in high school that one of the things, if you were a skater, you were supposed to hate preppy people. That's it. You don't see yes, but that's the way it was. If you were like a jock, came from a certain part of town, then I was supposed to hate you, and so I did.